This is the 2020-2021 TMEA All-State Saxophone Etude number 2. The tempo guideline for this etude is eighth note equals 76 to 88. I am going to perform the etude again with the metronome at 88 so that you can hear the rhythms. And then I will discuss some suggestions and tips for learning this etude. There are many elements to consider when first beginning to learn this etude. I will do my best to go in order through the etude. In measure 2, you have a double dotted quarter note. Because we are counting the 8th note, this is going to receive 3.5 beats. In measure 3, you have a gruppetto, otherwise known as a turn, and this uses a B flat. I would suggest that you use this, the B key plus this, to help make this quicker. In measure 15, you have a short cadenza beginning on the high E flat. This should not be performed in time, rather it should begin slowly, speed up, and then slow back down to your original tempo. In measure 19, you have an 8th note trill beginning on A flat. I recommend that you only use one turn for the trill, and that when you play it, you go from A flat, 1, 2, 3, top left pinky, while fingering this, trill up to this once, and then back to the A flat, but just one turn. With all of the ornamentations in this etude, I would suggest that you leave them out until you have a strong foundation of the etude without the ornamentations. Then you can go back and add them back in. In measure 20, there is another gruppetto. This one is very short, beginning on the E flat. A gruppetto is otherwise known as a turn. Your notes are going to be E flat, up to F, back to E flat, down to D natural because of the natural previously in the measure, and then back up to E flat. It sounds like. That is in measure 20. In measure 21, watch out for accidentals. There are plenty that carry through the measure. In measure 22, again, each 8th note trill should get just one turn. If you would like to do 2 turns, that would also be fine. However, make sure that every single trill is done the same way, so they are consistent throughout not just that measure, but also throughout the etude. In measure 24, you have longer trills on the half notes. With these, I would suggest that you start the trill slowly and then speed it up. In measure 30, you have another gruppetto that begins on C. Your notes are going to be C, D flat, C, B flat, C. It is identical to the one in measure 3 that is written out for you. In measure 33, you have a trill that goes from D flat to E flat. For this one, I would suggest using an alternate fingering. Going from D flat, which is open, I would trill LSK3, which is your palm key F. Palm key F is very out of tune when you play it alone. However, it works very nicely in the trill. So you can get a very quick D flat to E flat. And again, I think just one turn is enough there. In the last measure, you have 2 options for the grace notes. You want the grace notes to sound like a triplet. And when you're going from B flat to C, you have 2 fingering choices. You can either use side B flat, 1, 2, and bottom right side key, and just lift your first finger, leaving the right hand down. Or you can do bis, finger bis, and flip to C. What you should not do is bis plus RSK2. It is very out of tune. Side C works wonderfully when you're playing B plus RSK2. However, it does not work with bis. Bis makes it very out of tune. Listen to the difference. First I'll play regular C, and then I'll play bis with that side key. There is a very big discrepancy between the intonation of the 2 fingerings. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Happy practicing, and best of luck at your audition.